All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our February 2022 edition of the MBDH Data Science Student Groups webinar. I'm John MacMullen, Executive Director of the Midwest Big Data Innovation Hub. We're based here at the University of Illinois. And today we're joined by Emily Rothenberg of the National Student Data Corps, which is a project of our friends at the Northeast Big Data Innovation Hub, which is based at Columbia University in New York City. Hi, Emily.
Hi, John. Thank you for having me today.
Great to have you here. We're excited to hear about all the activities that you all have underway with the Student Data Corps project. I will go ahead and give us a quick overview of the hubs that we're part of and then this webinar series. So for those of you who are new to what we do, we are part of a national network of 4 big data innovation hubs that is funded by the National Science Foundation. And so we have regional missions in our territories across the US, but we also partner together as a network of hubs to bring data science related activities across the country to all of the audiences that we serve. So we're very focused on building communities and bringing together people to collaborate around data science related topics, both in disciplines and across disciplines, and bringing together people who wouldn't ordinarily collaborate outside of their discipline to talk about data problems and challenges and opportunities. So this webinar series is a way that we help bring together specific communities, and those are data science students and other STEM student groups across the region and across our country that are focused on data science activities on your individual campuses. And so we are trying to build this community of student groups and student leaders to learn what groups are up to, what kinds of activities you all do, and help you, particularly new groups, get up to speed and develop your organizations and build out your local communities. So this webinar series is a way that we do that by showcasing different groups and their activities. Today we're lucky to be joined by Emily to tell us about the national scale and actually international work that they're doing in this space. And I'll come back in a little bit to tell you about how to get your group involved in this series as well. But I'll turn it over now to Emily to tell us more about the NSDC.
Okay. All right. Can you see the NSDC website?
I can, thank you.
Okay, perfect. So my name is Emily Rothenberg. I am the new program coordinator for the NSDC. The NSDC stands for the National Student Data Corps. The National Student Data Corps is a community developed initiative that teaches data science fundamentals to students across the United States and around the world. So as John mentioned, we are a national student data corps with an international reach. The NSDC was launched about a year ago. Our 1-year birthday was just a few days ago. And within that year, the NSDC really has grown so much. Our community now includes over 2,000 individuals from 355 institutions representing the US and 19 other countries, including Canada, Ecuador, Ethiopia, Turkey, Germany, and more. So we really are just so excited about this and continuing to grow every day. So if you would like to look quickly at some of our resources, I just want to note these buttons right here. You will easily be able to find data science resources that fit your needs. So if you are looking at these resources, just to quickly give an overview of them, we have the Learner Central. Here you can learn data science at your own pace, whether you're just getting started or you want to learn advanced tips and techniques. You can find all of the resources here to help. There are resources regarding data science ethics, the basics of data science, all the way up to computer programming. So if you're looking to get started with R, SQL, Python, or more, you can visit the Learner Central to get started or practice the skills that you have already built. Similarly, on the right side of the screen, you'll see the Educator Central. Here, teachers can find a vast range of resources and materials to develop or broaden a data science program. You can find programs and resources here from many different institutions, including Columbia University, University of Rochester, Queensborough Community College, and more. You will also find data sets here to help create research projects or even practice questions for your students. And then in the middle here, we have the video library. The video library has videos recorded by data science students using the IBM Open Data Science for All GitHub content, SQL and R educational materials created by student volunteers, and more. So you'll find videos from introductory courses all the way to machine learning and data science use cases here. So feel free to check out the video library as well. I'll just open it for you and show you what it looks like. So again, from introduction, data acquisition and wrangling, data science ethics, and introduction to R and SQL, all the way to supervised machine learning and data science use cases. So these are really great resources for anyone who's watching. It really doesn't matter your skill level or your background, there's something for everyone here. We also have different career resources and NSDC opportunities that we can talk about. But one thing to note, we also have our Career Central. So here you can find resources regarding the latest job listings, resume and cover letter help, job search websites, data science career resources. You know, if you're getting ready for an interview and you want to touch up on your SQL, we have SQL cheat sheets for you, tips on the general interview process, and then also professional development opportunities. So there are scholarships, internships, job opportunities all listed here. So feel free to check out the NSDC Career Central as well. And that is my general overview of the NSDC.
Great. Thanks very much, Emily. You guys have done a tremendous job over the past year building out that resource for so many different people, students, teachers, faculty. So it's really tremendous what you guys have done in a short time there. Since we're on this page right here, I wondered if you would talk a little about how you guys are planning to grow the NSDC in terms of building out chapters at different schools and how students may be able to get involved over the next year or so.
Sure. So the NSDC chapter system is really great. It provides a community of support for data science learners of all ages and backgrounds, all skill levels again. And on this page, you can see a little bit more about our mission. So basically, each NSDC chapter will provide resources and opportunities for students to learn data science with a special focus on underserved institutions and students. We have main objectives for the NSDC chapters. Basically, you can either start or create a chapter at an institution or in your region. So we have larger regional chapters that you can join. And there are really no requirements for this program. So if you are not associated with an institution, that's fine. If you if you don't have tons of years of experience in data science, that's fine. There really is no requirement. It's completely personalized. So the NSDC chapters have 4 main objectives: education, community development, project-based collaboration, and internships and career opportunities. So if anyone who is watching is interested in joining or starting a chapter themselves, the process is actually very simple. And we have step-by-step breakdown at the bottom of this page. So first, you would fill out an NSDC chapter interest form. Again, it's a very short interest form that will just provide us with some information to see which region you'll be in and what you hope to get out of the chapter that we are providing you with, which resources you're looking for, what opportunities you hope that we can host or provide. After you fill out that form, the NSDC HQ team, probably myself, will reach out to you personally to schedule a virtual introductory meeting with the team. So this is for if you're interested in starting a chapter. Basically, during that meeting, I will share a presentation with you that just goes through the ins and outs of the chapter system, gives you a bit more information on how we've created it, and we can brainstorm during the call to see what you hope to use your chapter for, any project ideas that you have, and so on. And I will also answer any questions that you have. So once that call is completed, you will simply fill out one more detailed application that will ask you if you have any specific projects or events in mind, if you have anyone in mind that will be the president of your chapter or co-chair of your chapter with you, and so on. Once that application is complete, we simply approve your chapter. We will send you a nice certificate that will tell you that you are officially affiliated with the NSDC, and you will be a part of our community, 2,000 people plus. So it's very exciting, and it's a great program, simple to join. And it's a lot of our students are very interested in it right now, and it's very exciting just building the chapters with all of them.
That's great. So I'm wondering, you know, for other kinds of organizations that have chapters or regional kinds of offices, sometimes they have ways for those groups to collaborate together or to learn from each other. Do you guys have plans for how chapters might be able to collaborate on events or learn from each other in different ways?
Yeah, absolutely. So the most important part of the NSDC chapter system is really to create a vast community of support. Once you create an NSDC chapter at your institution, you become a part of the entire NSDC community. You will then be connected to all of the other chapters at institutions, as well as other members in your region. So you automatically kind of get that network supplied to you. So every 6 months as well, I will reach out to every chapter and invite them to a virtual meeting. So it's kind of an all hands on deck meeting. And during those meetings, all of the chapter members, if they'd like to attend, and chapter leaders will discuss any upcoming events, projects, plans that they have, and be able to converse with each other and see if other chapters would like to help them with that. So if it's partnering on events or promoting them together, they will be able to discuss during those meetings and communicate and be able to plan how to partner together, because we're constantly learning from each other. So we just want to keep that level of communication very open. Not only that, but each chapter gets their own personalized Slack channel. So the National Student Data Corps has their own Slack, and within that Slack, everyone has their own channels. So for example, I went to Hofstra University. If I created a chapter at Hofstra, I would get my own personal Hofstra chapter Slack channel. And say, for example, I was interested in working with our chapter at Temple University, I would be able to go into their Slack channel, send them a message, let them know that I have a hackathon that I'm planning, and I would love them to sponsor it with me and work with me on it. It's just as simple as that. Communication is very open, and everyone really gets to connect and work together.
Sounds great. That really is in line with our mission here as well, to get folks connected and learning from each other. I think all of this has happened during the pandemic times, the NSDC build out, and so I'm wondering if you guys have plans for in-person events down the road, or do you sort of foresee this being a virtual activity, at least for the near term?
Right. So everything is virtual right now. One, because of the pandemic, but two, because our reach is international, it does make sense to keep it mostly virtual. Of course, once it's safe enough to get together in person, we would love to hold in-person events. But right now we are looking to keep things virtual just in order to be able to keep it more welcoming and inviting and inclusive. We have students who are looking to start chapters in Ethiopia and Ghana, who would also want to connect with chapters that are in the US. So just keeping that virtual element does keep it more supportive for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we've talked a little about the basics here and how the chapter system works, but you guys have ongoing activities that are happening right now that individual students can participate in too. So maybe you can talk a little about like the career webinars and things like that folks can join right away.
Sure. So every month we hold a data science career panel. You can see a bit about our data science career panel series here. The webinar series features experts from academia, government, industry, and nonprofits who share their experiences learning and using data science. It's really great to be a part of and just listen to what they have to say, because it does teach you how vast and different the opportunities are in the field of data science. So this panel actually just occurred a few days ago. We had 3 panelists from 3 different backgrounds speak about how they use data science in their careers. And it's very informative and very helpful. And students can join these every single month and learn themselves. They can also type in questions during the webinar and get them answered by the panelists. And something that's actually new is that every other month, we are planning to do a student panel as well. So instead of just industry professionals, nonprofit professionals, researchers, or professors, so on, we're going to have students present as well, whether it's undergraduate, even high school, graduate level, or even recently graduated. We want to bring these students together in order to help them network with each other and also help each other learn how maybe they built a program at their school or built a data science club, what helps them the most when they're studying for a test, things like that. Just bring everyone together. So if any students are listening and would like to be on one of our panels, you can join one of the panels as a panelist as well. All you would have to do is reach out to me. I'm sure I could put my email somewhere or my LinkedIn somewhere as well. And you can reach out to me. We could have a conversation about it. I could tell you a bit more about what you would be doing on the panel. And we could actually set you up to present. And it would be a great opportunity.
Absolutely, definitely encourage students to get engaged that way. You can see from the webpage here that the moderators of this career panel webinar are actually students themselves, which is terrific to have them be taking the lead on that. So definitely encourage folks to check out that webinar. That is recorded and you can go back and watch that. All right, so we're getting close to the end here, but I wanted to see if you could give us a little detail about the ways that students are currently working together, sort of a peer mentoring and peer teaching kind of model that you guys have as well. And so this isn't available nationwide or worldwide at this point, but how is that working out and how are students liking that way to engage with each other?
Yeah, it's really great. So we have a volunteer program and a mentoring program. So for the volunteer program, basically students would be able to join and work with us on different volunteer opportunities. For example, we had 3 volunteers join our recent data science career panel and facilitate the Q&A at the end, write a blog post about the event, and they get experience in the world of data science when they work in this program. They also get a certificate of participation. They can put it on their LinkedIn, their resume. So this is one thing that students would be able to do. They work together, volunteer together, and network together at the same time. As for the mentoring program, the program is really great. So basically, mentees come to us with questions backgrounds, different skill levels, and very different questions, whether it's I am a medical student and I just found data science and I love it. What do I do now? All the way to I'm working on a project. I need a set of eyes on it, or I have an interview coming up. I would love to practice with someone. So again, all you have to do is fill out a very short interest form. And in that interest form, basically, I will just learn what you're looking for in a mentor, whether you are looking for a grad student, a researcher, a academic professional, an industry professional, and so on. And also if you have a specific field that you're looking for. Again, data science really just like ranges across so many different fields. So say you are more interested using data science in the health field, I can connect you with someone in our 2,000 plus member network who has experience using data science in the health field. You will then set up a virtual meeting, discuss the questions that you have. If you want to set up recurring meetings, you can do that as well. And a lot of our students find it very helpful. And even if you're looking to become a mentor, you can do that as well and answer questions of those who have less experience than you. So it's a very cooperative, helpful program that we run.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. And again, being in the virtual environment, we can do that more easily, I think, and not be focused just on our own campus, but really look nationally and internationally at folks who are very interested in mentoring and passing along what they have learned to others.
Right, absolutely.
All right, well, this has been great. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about that you think that folks should know about the NSDC?
The last thing that I should mention is that we just launched our inaugural Data Science Symposium. It's really an amazing program that's going to bring a virtual forum for undergraduate and graduate students at public, private, and community colleges to create and present research. It's really an amazing program that allows students to get exposure to data science research and presenting their findings, which is very helpful in the field. So we have this website here, nebigdatahub.org/NSDC-DSS. You can find out exactly how to participate step by step. You can look at all of our themed challenges. We have health-related ones, cybersecurity related ones, and so on. It's really, really great. You can build your own project, you can present it, and all of the information is on this page. So feel free to look through it. And if you have any questions, definitely reach out to us.
That's great. So that recently opened up for participation, and I think that June is the timeline for submissions there. Okay, so folks have some time to check that out and explore, and then submit your participation by June of this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, thanks, Emily, very much for being here today. I'm going to switch back to our local slides here. All right, so for those who are interested in participating in this webinar series in the future, if you're a student group leader, if you're a faculty advisor of a student group, we'd love to have you talk about your group on this webinar. So feel free to reach out to us through our website or through our email address, info@midwestbigdatahub.org. And we can talk about having you present the work that your group does. This can be a registered student organization, an official group at your campus. It could be a more informal club or group that you have with just a few students. We're happy to hear about any scope of activities that you're engaged in at your campus. You can check out other webinars that we have done in the past on our website as well. We have a YouTube channel with a playlist of all of these webinars, and you're welcome to check those out and reach out to us again if you would like to participate. Thanks very much to Emily and the other Northeast Hub folks who have developed the NSDC. This is a great resource, and I encourage everybody who's watching to check that out. And we hope to see you back here on the next edition of our webinar. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you.